Hello. How are we doing tonight? Now some sticky notes. Wait for some people to get in the room. Hi, Stephanie. Yay. Me too. You and me were on time. How are you tonight? There we go. Cool. I'm up on the chat. It let me in to watch my comments on my tablet tonight, so we're already ahead of the game. So if I could just keep this last little tickle of a cough from interrupting me tonight, we'll be doing good. So, how's the weather? I know they had we were looking a little bit ahead towards Houston. We go to Houston for a glass show next month. Hi, Ramola. So we were kind of checking out their websites to see if they had any flooding and stuff like that. And it seems like they didn't have too much of a problem at their property, which is awesome. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Oh, good. Wonderful. Did she open them on her live, Kathy? Oh, you broke an all-time record. Ooh. Yeah. Hi. Maritza? Good to see you tonight. Thanks for joining me. So, it was like in the mid 80s here today, so it was pretty nice because we had a breeze occasionally. Excuse me, but it did get a little warm. So there's Kristen. Hi, Kristen. No worries. Oh, good. I'm glad she sent you an email. I always wonder how all because I try and send a note from everybody. If you're sending something from me to someone as a gift, I try and send a note that says, please enjoy your gift from, and I put your name on it, and then I sign it. Excuse me. So because it's something that they're not necessarily expecting to come their way, and want to make sure that they know what happened and where it came from. So yeah, that's cool. I have tonight. Hi everybody. I'm Becky with Vintage Viking Treasures. I am here in Colorado Springs. That's the weather I have been speaking of in Colorado. It's been a long day, actually. I picked up a Fenton case this morning from a local auction house. There's Jeff popping in. Got that in the car. And we had our local Fenton meeting today. Hung out and talked to everybody about what their finds have been and if they had any, what people are planning on going to, the next shows and stuff like that. And then, what else did I do? Made a quick run through one of the thrift stores that's close by. Got my hair cut. It's a little shorter. Not as much on the back. Hopefully it'll be cooler for the humidity that I'm getting ready to go to in Minnesota, Wisconsin area, and then in Texas next month. And by the time we get back from Texas, I'll be ready to get it cut again. Get all that off again. So thank you. I found out I have a calic. I'm trying to figure out which side. I think it's normally on this side. So I have a calic back here. She's like, if we go too much shorter, it'll just probably stick out straight. I don't particularly want to do that. I don't need an Einstein cut. So this is as short as we can go. I'm like, at least do shorter around here because I'm constantly trying to get that to be even more off my face. So hi, Geneva. Good to see you. Excuse me. I just got something stuck in there. I haven't gotten it cleared for whatever reason. There we go. So Kristen is in the chat. She is getting her laptop out, and she's going to help us with modding tonight. It's over here. Try to get that empty. Perfect. So the more curl you have, Kathy, mine is going straighter. Hi, Ramola. Did I say hi to you all? I mean, not that I can't say hi to you twice, but yes, there you are again. Perfect. Oh, and see, it said it was going to live chat, but to all messages, but it wasn't. Now it is. Okay, cool. And I missed you down because on the screen I see 2 messages, and down here I see that you're all on there again. So, I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, mine's going straighter. Now, if I go like to the humidity, like when we were down in Texas and on the cruise, it gets curly. So that helps a lot. Keeps it out of my face. I just can't stand it on my face anymore. I never have. Hi, Carrie Ann. Welcome. Sherry, good to see y'all tonight. So, yeah. Okay, we got 15 people in the room, and I will do my introductions again. Like I said, Becky Vintage Viking Treasures, Colorado Springs. I am caught up as far as I know. I only have one outstanding PayPal invoice. Other than that, everything has been shipped out. I'm all caught up. I'm almost over all of this crud from the allergies. It's just taken, that one little catch occasionally. That's obviously going to linger. There's Kristen. Wonderful. Thank you, Kristen, for being here tonight. I appreciate your assistance so much. So yeah, I will be PayPal invoicing. I try and do that within 48 hours. And then I try to ship within 48 hours, or I'd ask you to pay within 48 hours, and then I ship within 48 hours. Let's see. Exception to that will be I am going up to Loveland on Friday morning, which is about an hour and a half north, 2 hours, depending on the traffic. And so I will be setting up on Friday, and we have a show Saturday and Sunday. So I should have invoices out by then. I just don't know for sure if I'll be able to get everything shipped out. If not, my last mail goes out Saturday afternoon anyway, so comes right over to Monday, and then I will try and work on getting stuff out on Monday. So that's kind of where I'm at. And then in a week, we're going to a week, and I'm home for a week, and then we have the family reunion. So this month is going to go by lickety split. It's not going to take long for it to be gone, and it always amazes me how fast these months go in the middle here. So, hi, Miss Pamela. How are you tonight? I want to just clear my throat, and it just doesn't want to. So, let's see. What I have tonight is I have the latest of what I have thrifted. So it was so what we did last week was what I brought home from Las Vegas. And then I had a pile that we had started going through. So this is a second half of what I had thrifted locally here in Colorado Springs. So I know it's hot. It doesn't take much. I have a few things Mom has sent over. She's found a few things. I have so I have a good pile. I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags, quote unquote. And then, oh, good. So then we'll just see how far we get. And I'm sure we'll get through it tonight pretty much because we got through all of that stuff from the Salt Lake City area pretty quickly last week. So I'm hoping to kind of stick to that normal 2 hours that I kind of end up on, and we'll go from there. So there we go. Right? Thanks, Mom. I know it's interesting because she's like, "Oh, you want this to sell?" And I'm like, "You bought that from me, Mom." Oh, okay, that's fine. You can put it in that stuff. I'm like, okay. She's like, "Well, I read all this and I did this puzzle, so you can put that out." So that's good. Just working her way through a few of those things too. So I know it's kind of funny. She got her pile today. I'm gonna meet up with my friend Kathleen. I don't know if she's in the chat or not. We're gonna have lunch tomorrow and catch up since she's been out of town and I've been out of town. So that'll be kind of fun. And hi, Becky. So I think we'll just start with what I have unpacked and then we'll go to another box. How does that sound, Miss Kristen? Are you ready to rock and roll? Work our way through it all? I have been finding that this system has been working really well for me. I have, I bring it home, I organize it. I mean, I roughly organize it, and then I offer it to you guys first here on YouTube. Yes, I did, Miss Pamela. It's fresh. I just got it at 2:30 this afternoon. I haven't even, you know, other than re-wetting it and getting it out of my face, I haven't even styled it myself yet. Thank you for noticing. And then whatever doesn't sell on YouTube goes into my inventory for, say, Fenton shows, mid-mod shows. I'm doing an antiques and collectibles show in Loveland this weekend. That's probably the broadest spectrum that we do in-person shows for. And then I have BTS, which is beautiful table settings, and my Scandinavian sales. So those are my 5 categories. And if it doesn't fit in those for live shows, then it basically goes to my booth. It's been working really good here for me to get things organized and through. And I've even gone through a lot of my shelves, and at least it's moving and it's circulating instead of it just sitting here and just hanging out. So, yay, Miss Gail! She found how to comment. Hi, Miss Gail. That's the famous Miss Gail in my video that went to on the cruise with us. She goes to lots of the shows and helps out. That's our local friend here. Wonderful. Glad to see you tonight. So, okay. So, in other words, that's my process. It's been working well for me. I hope that you guys like that I bring some of these choices here to you all first, and then we go from there. So, there will be a few, let's see, offer up style is usually what I start with a starting opening offer. If more than one person comes in with that offer, it becomes an offer style, and we go through until everybody is out and has a chance to answer another person's offer. And or if there's only one person in, we just call it for that person. So I will have a few things that will just be, I don't think I even have quick claims. The majority of them will just do offer ups. And if there's only, you know how that works. I'm hoping majority of you have been here enough that you know how we normally do it here. If not, throw a question in the chat and we will get it taken care of. So thank you. You're welcome, Miss Pam. So I did have these at Miss Trisha's sale. I have a few of these already at my booth, but I staved out the handmade or the hand quilted little mini quilts. They are I think I started them at $3 choice. So this size is basically a 5x7 size. Basically, each one of those is a square. And look at her go. Miss Gail is legally blind, so she has this big magnifying glass. She's found out where to comment, and now she is really on it. So if there's a particular colorway that you like, just put that colorway in the chat, and we'll go from there. So this is a white, it's like a white on white little floral with the mini heart red print. It's kind of a, I guess, Valentine's, for lack of a better, kind of a little holiday-ish. And this one has the white on white with the clovers. They are hand stitched. You can see on the back really well with some of the contrasting thread. They are just a little cotton. There's no batting in them. So they'd be cute for a display or a mini, like a mini, if you did, what's the word? A dollhouse. They'd be perfect for like a bed size on a dollhouse. So that's the shamrock one. Next up is a red, white, and blue. It's got stars and a blue floral in that colorway as well. They'd be cute for little dolls for kids. This one is the same, almost the same size, but it's a little bit bigger because it's been turned at the angle to be the diamond pattern. has the calico pinks and blues, and then that dark forest green color. So mauvey pinks and green. This one has a pink floral with the white on white squares. And the last one in this style is pinks, greens, and blues. So it has a little bit more of a variety on the squares. I mean, and if you really wanted to, around here nowadays, they'd be great for coasters to absorb some of that, like with the humidity with the cups or glasses that sweat a little bit. And I have two that are about a 5-inch, 5.5-inch square, and they have the diagonal triangles in the 9-count square. Yep, the condensation, it would work great. So let's see, mini florals with that mint green. This one is a polka. Oh, it is florals. It almost looks like a polka dot from back here. And if you go like this, it looks like a basket a little bit for hanging. And the other one is yellow or pale yellow with the florals as well. Those are cute. I kind of like these two. It'd be fun for a little spot if you had a spot on all the worlds are going to be hard tonight. On a wall where you hang all the stuff together and you had a little spot you needed to put something in it. These would be perfect for that. Hi, Steph. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. And the last two that I have are like the embroidery, and then they have a little bit more of a batting to them and then stitched in there. So this one is a basket. Like the outlines are the little yes, gallery wall. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. On tea towels. That's what this reminds me of. Or like the stitching on a pillowcase. And these ones have been a little bit more quilted. So that's a pink background, and it has an outline, two-tone pink with the white. And the other one is a cross with some holly or ivy and berries. And it has the lavender to the yellow and an off-white. And it is quilted on the back as well. So that's the end of the mini quilts. Wanted to make sure I got those ones brought to you all tonight. Okay. Oh, good. Wonderful, Becky. I'm glad you got your package. Okay. For the cross, you got it, Stephanie. Got you. All right. Perfect. This one came from Mom. It's in its box. I think this is newer, but I also believe that it's from a mass-produced. So way back when, there was a gentleman in our neighborhood who used to do. He had a circuit, and he would do gifts to a region in the area. And he would bring all sorts of fun stuff. And then he'd have a garage sale if there were odds and ends. He'd do it twice a year. This is a glass quill. So it reminds me of the stuff that came from China. But again, we bought these back in the 90s, I believe, when Mom was still teaching, and she had gotten some she'd get prizes for her classrooms or gifts for other teachers. This will be a $15 start. And so this is the box that comes in. It's just there's no particular marking on it. But it is cobalt to that ball, and then the quill where you can see the ridges that where it would hold ink to write with. So it's a mass-produced piece. Mom had it out at her booth, but it's also been around here, you know, I don't know, 25 years at least, I know. So it's a really pretty cobalt blue. And I'm going to do a quick measure. It is 7 inches long. And oh, quick question is, does it glow? Didn't get my black light out. No, but let's see. It's got some bubbles and swirls in the. Let's see if I can light that up a little bit to show you that. Oh, those are the wrong color. That won't help me out any. This little light. Let's see if I can light this up. Oh, all right. Never mind. That's not going to do it either. But there are, if we can get it to focus in here, there's some bubbles inside the glass. It almost would be pretty as a an icicle to hang on a tree as well. Versus, I mean, I don't know how many people do ink quill writing anymore, but it would be pretty as an ornament as well. There's that one. I'm going to stick to doing everything to the same side. That needs a new battery. All right. Next up, what's really funny is I showed you guys some Ray Duns. I know you have to be careful with that. It is very sharp. Some Ray Dunn mugs that I got in the Utah area, and I found probably 3 more here when I got back this last week. So these will be $5. This one is Ray Dunn on the bottom. Unless I showed this one. I don't think I showed this one. I thought I sorted them out already, but it's got a big heart on one side and a little heart on the other side. Oh, Geneva is in on the quill. You got it, Geneva. We can count that down. And 1. There we go. Get my notes to cooperate with me. All right. That's okay. It's all right. Whatever you want, Geneva. And this has that ruby red glaze on the inside. That'll be going out to the. I know, that's what I was thinking. Well, it's blue, obviously. So I'm kind of surprised how many of the Ray Dunn style stuff I've found over the last little bit. And this will be a $5 start as well. I have the sugar bowl, which is a covered ceramic container. It is rather large. So if you're familiar with the size of their mugs, this is the size of the sugar bowl with the lid. It's almost as big as the mug. It does not have a rubber lip or anything. It just sits on the top like that. And again, there's the marking on the bottom. Do they mark these like a year or anything? Nope, just says by magenta and then a pattern number 252. Dishwasher safe. So a big sugar bowl. That's the kind you need for lefse on the table. So you have enough sugar to go all the way around the whole table. All right. It'll be interesting to see what comes out of the bag next because it is an eclectic mix. This is one of those large shakers. Now, it's got the cork in it. This will be a $12 start. And I believe it says Japan. Has some really good gold on the top. Oh, let's turn it the right direction. Noritake, Japan. That way. So what I don't know is, I mean, it could be used for pin holder, but it's not the right shape that it was designed to be a pin holder. It's got the boat and a bird. Not a bird. No, it's another boat in the background. It's another boat and its reflection in the background. We go from a yellow to the white to that outline of like the city in the background, in that orangey red color to that really great gold at the top. These also remind me of the shakers that people are taking and making the button flowers, like a little display arrangement out of the top of. So, but the gold usually is what gets really worn because somebody inevitably will put it in the dishwasher and you lose that gold. Okay. I just, if anybody is new here, I move pretty quick. I try and just keep going. If there's something somebody's interested in, you put it in the chat and we'll bring it back up. But I like to keep moving so I can show you as many things as possible. This is a little like a dip or a serving condiment bowl. It's in a metal little stand. It just clips right on. Excuse me. This will be a $5 start. It is a thin, clear glass, but I picked it up because, if we can see it, the floral work on the outside of the bowl is all wheel cut. So this was hand cut into the glass. You can feel it. You can see it. It is a definite difference in texture versus, say, a pressed piece of glass or even an etched piece of glass. An etched piece of glass, you'll feel more of like a sandpaper kind of a feel or a satiny kind of feel. This is an indent where they have taken away glass to make this pattern on the bowl. It needs a little wash. I know that I see that in the light, but this little metal stand just pops right on, just goes right over the edge and will make a great little centerpiece like, I don't know, guacamole over chips or French onion dip or ranch for a good veggie tray. This would make a really fun serving piece. Just a little cutie. It is, yes, definitely. Colorado dust is definitely free. All right, next up, I have a choice of 3 little ducks. One is a ceramic. Well, does that have a thing on its nose? It looks like it's missing a little piece of paint there. I don't feel it, but I see it. These will be a $3 choice. There's no marking on the bottom. So there's this little duck, and then I have 2 little glass ducks. They are satinized. They are small, like miniature size. So this one is clear with green wings and that amber head and an orange beak, white accents. And this one is blue with green and orange wings, this white crystal body and white accents. They are, I'd say, 1.25 inches and just about 1 inch tall. Just little tiny ones. I'm not seeing anything really reacting to the black light on either one of those. So, all right, Miss Pamela is interested in the 2 glass ducks. Put that over there. So it'd be 2 times 3 for Pam. Glass ducks. Perfect. I'll let Kristen count that down. See, I have a Santa over there that didn't get repaired this week. He wasn't on the top of my list since Christmas. I don't think I'm gonna do much Christmas in July. I'm a little too busy to do Christmas in July. unfortunately. Especially with a show coming up this weekend. I gotta find apparently they have had a vendor back out and have asked us, since we're local, we're only an hour to an hour and a half away, if we can spread out and fill up some more space at the show. So we have to pack a little bit of extra or some bigger things to spread out a little bit. All right, thanks, Miss Pam. It is, but at the same time, then maybe you can think cool thoughts, right? Next up, I have a little teapot. It is shaped like an English cottage. It says English Country Houses by Sadler, Staffordshire, England, Tudor house, built in the style of Henry VIII from 1509 to 1547. And I will show you that mark quick on the bottom. It is a smaller size teapot. I'm guessing it's only 3 to 4, oops, wrong direction, 3 to 4 cups. It has some really neat detail on the house itself that it has been styled after. Look at the door, I mean, with the hinges and everything. Teapot is going to start at $15. I'm gonna do this so I'm not jingling it. So black on the top to look like the chimney, the brickwork, shingles, and then the windows and all the detailing up in the gables. Well, gables is what they call them here, and that's what they call it during that period as well. And then it's a cute little teapot. All right, Mom is in on the teapot. We just settled up, Ma. Just got even again. That didn't even last, what, 6 hours? That's funny. All right, so we're going to say house teapot. Mom, counting it down. And I'll watch for that on my end. Oh, speaking of these English style houses, have you all seen the Lennox style spice jars that are houses? Apparently one of my nieces is interested in collecting them. I'm like, you got some good taste, because those are going pretty high right now from what I can see. Right. I mean, when I looked up just to double check what they looked like versus what she was telling me to make sure I was thinking the same thing, they were going $65 to $85 a spice jar, let alone a whole collection. It was like $600-800. It was crazy. So I'm like, well, you picked the popular thing right now. Yeah, I think so. If anybody finds some cheap little ones, let me know, because my niece is looking for them. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep my eyes out for them. I have these little itty bitty trikes. They're a gold tone metal. Let's see. There'll be a $3 choice. 1.25 inches long by about just over an inch tall. You can have a little heart-shaped seat. Again, a little miniature for your type cut tray or miniature display. The handlebars and the front tire, like, it rotates, but the wheels do not rotate. The wheels are stationary. Oh, yeah. They're big money. Big money. So, but I have 2 of them. It won't let me hold it. It wants to wiggle around. So there's 2 little tricycles, gold tone. Yes, or an assemblage. They would be so cute for that. They do actually. The back wheel rotates like the whole axle, but the front wheel does not move at all. Just spins side to side with the handlebars. So there's a little bit of movement there, but not a lot. And The next bicycle is this is the mommy bicycle, the big one. This is a lot bigger size. Ooh. Focus, hello. Also that gold tone. The wheels spin on this one. This will be a $4 start. There's the seat. There's the handlebars. Now it doesn't rotate. The only thing that moves on this one are the wheels. It has a little kickstand. That's the word. The kickstand, so it'll stand up. And it is about 4 inches, 3.5 inches long, and about 2.5 inches tall. And they'd be really cute with a little package or a couple flower pots to display it with. A tatty one, right? There we go. Oh, you're right. You're right, Kathy. Sorry. I suppose you are correct. And that is something I never understood in my, it's always confounded me is, wouldn't this be dangerous? I would think it would be better for the girl. I don't know. I think this is a dangerous design regardless, but I think you are correct. So it's the big size miniature, the big miniature bicycle. I know, I don't get that logic either. Never have. It'd be painful and detrimental to all to have that bar on it, but oh, Miss Gail is going to be in on the bicycles. You got it, Miss Gail. Kristen put that in the chat. So the trikes were 2 times 3, and the bike was 4. Perfect. Thank you, Miss Gail. Just like that, she's getting the hang of it. Yeah, let us know if you want both the trikes. Just put 1 or 2 in the chat. Both brush trees. What I missed, Kathy? I have another miniature while we're waiting for that to come through. This is a little teddy bear. And he is heavy. He is solid. I think. Oh, on the back of the bike. You're right. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. Are you coming up to Loveland this weekend? It's a general antiques and collectibles show. He almost looks like a panda bear with his face. He'll be $5. He is a solid teddy bear. And he is 1 inch tall and about almost 1 inch wide. All right, Miss Gail, you got it. Thank you. Oh, cool. Well, it'll be good to see you. It's been a little while. I don't think this is brass because of how shiny it is. Definitely gold tone. Yes, MJ, there is the it's I have to think of the exact name, but it's the something in which one is it? It's the Antiques and Collectibles show. So it's not the all glass one that's at the end of September, beginning of October. That one's a Rocky Mountain glass show. This is, I had the cards, but I left them in my booth. But it's at the Budweiser Center up in Loveland. So they'll have signs out. Yeah, there you go. I'd say Google it. That's what I would do. He kind of is a panda bear. He's cute. I like him. Oh, I thought I said 5. I apologize. Is it Rocky Mountain Antiques? It could be right. I always mix the titles together because they're in the same location. They're in different buildings, but in the same complex. So, oh yeah, Kristen, that's true. Maybe y'all will be all up there at the same time. I know that, yes. Okay, Rocky Mountain Antique Festival. So then the other one would be the Front Range Glass Show. I like to mix the titles together. I'm really good at that. So yeah, if anybody is local or wants to come on out, Loveland, Colorado, which is just a little bit further north of Denver, they have the show is on Saturday and Sunday, and I honestly can't tell you the hours. I think it's either 9. I think it opens at 9 because I always want it to be 10 and then I'm late every time. So yeah, we'll be setting up on Friday and then the show is Saturday and Sunday. I'm just not on local Colorado people right now. Was just my hair in my head was too hot. I had to get the haircut for that to even occur to me this weekend. Thank you for putting it in the chat. I appreciate it. Okay. I don't even know what to tell you how to describe this. This is old. This was in the box of stuff that mom gave me to show you. The reflection on this light bulb is something fierce, but the filament right here inside is a figure of a ram jumping over a fence. Boy, that reflection is something else. That help any? Not really. Good. Thank you, Carol. Oh, wow. Mom, are you still listening? I don't know even what to start this at. I would guess somewhere around the line of $10 to $15, somewhere in there. I didn't even think about it. I am flying by the seat of my pants tonight, apparently. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They sent me a stack of postcards so I could put them out at my booth. But, Stephanie, there's the majority of them were still there. I rearranged them and put them right front and center. So mom said that she's never tried to plug this in to see if it works, like, or not, like if it lights. But it's, yeah, so let's start with 10. It's very old. Yeah, you can kind of see that filament is leaning towards the front here. It's pretty much a normal light bulb size, but it has a figural filament, and I'm just trying to get it without that glare. You can see it at the top, and then that's the fence. So it almost looks like, I would say, a pewter kind of metallic look. Whatever normal metal they use inside a light bulb. There's the ram. There we go. And I say ram because he's got those big, or he could be a bighorn sheep, I guess. Or, counting sheep jumping over the fence. It would be. I think it's an interesting piece. It'd be something that, you don't normally see, and you're like, hey, what is that on your shelf? Do you know anything about it? So, all right, putting that to the side. I think we got all the information up there for the show coming this weekend. I just get so in my head about, you are correct. You are correct, Kathy. But not all sheep are rams. That, I'm into what do I need to pack and where do I need to go, that I totally spaced saying specifically where it was for my local folks. I apologize for that. All right. Looks like I have the littles are unpacked. I have 2 perfume bottles. This one is teeny tiny. It's cobalt. They're both a cobalt blue color. Let's say a $5 start on each choice. This one, you can tell, still has liquid in it. I am not opening these and I'm not smelling them. This says Evening in Paris, Eau de Toilette, New York, Point. Is that? It's got a really small 4 ounces. It's very small. 0.5 fluid ounces. It's going to be that metallic gold label is hard to read as well. See if we can get it. There we go. But I know they had those big sets of these cobalt little perfume, big sets of little perfumes. Yeah, they have the multiple variety pack of different sizes. So looks like Pam was in. Carol, if you want to be in at 6 or higher, let me know. This one is 2 inches tall. And then this one is 3.5 inches tall. So 2 and 3.5. And this one definitely has liquid in it. You can see it, that little bubble floating around in the back. It had an old label, like an old sticker on the back of it. And this one just has residue of a sticker on it. It doesn't have a label at all. I'm not seeing any liquid in it. But again, I'm not opening these to smell either one of them. No worries, Miss Carol. She came in while Kristen was typing, I think. So Miss Pam's in at 8. It is choice. Let's call this like the diamond shape that's 2 inches tall. And this one is more of an oval shape. That is 3.5 inches tall. There we go. Oh, yeah. I don't remember I don't think anybody in my family used these, but I know my mom in some of her antique booths had some of these Evening at Paris sets on display. So, oh, there you go. There's Mom's story about it. So we have Miss Pamela at 10, and once we get that counted down, and to know which choice you would like, the oval or the diamond bottle. She's taking both. Blue perfume. You got it. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get into another bag. Oh my goodness sakes. I don't think this is the one I wanted to. Thank you both for your offers. I don't think this is the one I want to start with, but it's heavy. We'll see what's in here. Oh, this is fun. It's stuck to the bag. There we go. And these are books. I'm going to have a book night sometime. Trying to put all the books together. Have a themed book night sometime. Have to get through my piles, which we're doing pretty good at. Okay, this is one of the bigger ones I've seen. An earring tree. I remember having these. Okay, they totally knotted this on here. Come on. I'm going to show this nicely. It's a really big size one. It's gold tone and it has all the little holes in it. And it's literally a tree to hang your earrings from. It does have a little bit of like some oxidation where something looks like got wet. Here's the bottom. I'm not seeing, or is that a mark? I don't think so. I think it's just the pot metal. This will start at $12. I probably put it around 18 to 20 at my mid-mod show. Got a little owl in the tree. So this is 10 inches across and 8 inches tall, and then the base is about 3 inches deep. I've had several of these. I put them in my mid-mod boxes over the years, but they're usually, 4 or 5 inches tall. They're really small. Somewhere on the back of a branch. Okay. Kristen is now going to make me put on my cheaters and see what we can find. And a lot of them are painted, like, so it's a pot metal seems to be a crude term for it, but it's just an inexpensive metal that they have then finished with the metallic color or painted. A lot of them were neon colors. I'm not seeing anything on the back of this. So the discoloration is on the front because here's the little owl. He's facing forward there. And I'm not, yeah. But this is one of the biggest ones I think I've seen. Yeah, that's not a mark underneath. So I don't know, and I didn't Google it because that is the other advantage that y'all get, is I'm not researching every single item that comes up as I go. I know what I spent on it. I know I want to give you guys a good deal, what I would generally put it out for. And that's just what I base my stuff on. But I love this one. This is a great size piece. All right. See if I can get one of these stickers off. So the next item, I think these came from like a Renaissance fair or something like that, like where the kids are buying, something for keep the kids occupied. Come on. The other problem with not getting stuff out of the bags right away. So it's like a wand. It's got a little bit of a twist to it. These would be let's do a $5 start. And then they have the liquid in it, and it's got like a sand or a glitter that goes from like the gravity pen, and some sparkles inside. So the glitter's floating up, the sand is twisting and going down. They would be spectacular as a pair of wouldn't they be really cool in a candle holder? And this one is purple and white. There we go. They've been sitting one direction, so they've all kind of accumulated on one end. And it looks like the twist is inside, so it keeps the sand or the glitter all together, so it doesn't mix up inside. So you have the twirls of the colors, the purple and white on this one with the glitter, and then the blue and yellow on this one. They remind me of the sand, like landscape things that you would flip over, or the pens that had action in them, like a cable car on San Francisco streets, or the naughty ones with the bikini. But something that you'd buy for the kids at like a Renaissance festival, or like a circus. I don't know what else to tell you. Like a festival, a fair of some sort. I see MJ in regardless. So those are the two colors. One's purple and white, and one is blue and yellow. And I will get those stickers off of there better. And we can, she's counting them down. Thank you. So we have MJ. And let me know if you want a certain colorway or if you want both. So purple and blue. I'll catch up on the lag. Both. Oh, cool. Yep, I can do that. Yeah, even better. Even better, MJ. Thank you so much. Okay. I have a picture frame that has been laser cut. I thought it would be fun for the booth. I know there's lots of people that come through and like to get a souvenir. So this one says Steamboat and Colorado. This would be an $8 start. I believe it is a 5x7. Nope, 4x6. 4x6 opening. And then it makes the whole frame about 9 1/4 by 7 1/4. It's a nice wooden frame. Prairie Rose out of Iowa is where this came from. There's the sticker on the back. Hi, Laura. Oh, wonderful. I know, that's what Jeff was just doing, was outside watering the grass. It has been hot. It's got lots of different description words about the ski area in Colorado. And I like having Colorado items like this, particularly for the booth. And yeah, for souvenir style stuff. Ooh. Oh, these are cute. I don't remember getting these. As I was paying for these, he's like, "Do you think they're metal?" I said, "No, that is glass." Oh, sorry, I thought it was $8, Kristen. $8 on the Steamboat Colorado frame. I probably said too many numbers between the size of the frame and the size of the print area. So if anybody's interested in the frame, just throw it in the chat. This is a glass squirrel. I don't know if he's holding anything in his hands or not. He is black amethyst. You can see it right here on his tail that he is that dark purple glass. But he is just a little critter. He would be a $5 start, 2 1/4 inches tall. And a lot of times I see these critters in clear, but this is a satin finish. And it definitely looks like black glass, but you can see the light behind it coming through right here between his hands and his chin and on his tail, where it definitely looks, you can see that amethyst. And then right here too. See when I put my hand in front of it. He's like, "Are you sure that's not stone?" I tapped it on his glass countertop. I said, "Oh no, that's glass. I'm pretty certain that's glass. But otherwise it wouldn't sound like that." And this one, is it? This one, I don't know for sure if it's black amethyst or not, but it is also an ebony looking squirrel. This will be a $16 start. It has a mark on the bottom, but I'm not familiar with what it is. Oh yeah, that would be nice for the critters. They definitely don't have very many puddles around here. We've barely gotten any rain. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing tonight? Here is the, it's marked, but it's not enough that's discernible that I can tell what it is. So I would guess something like void or mosser, and it's not mosser. It's too shiny, it's too fire polished for a mosser piece. But again, it's a really cute little squirrel. They had a whole squirrel collection donated to a little local place right around the corner from my house. And they picked and chose what they decided to look up. And some of the places are around here getting to be more and more like everything is looked up on eBay, and whatever people are asking for it on eBay is what they're trying to ask for it around here. I'm like, I can't even sell it for that, let alone buy it for that. Okay. I have another mug. I've had a lot of luck with mugs lately. I might be mug heavy. This one I will probably save, or would be great to put out with Halloween or fall. The moon made me do it. It's a nice ebony glaze with the white kind of relief where the glaze, it's kind of indented. So this would be a $5 mug. I usually put about 7 or 8 on them at my booth. The handle's a nice angular look to it also. Right. I mean, I go months though, and I don't ever see any good mugs. And then between Utah and yeah, you can see the relief or it's been like pushed into the glass or the pottery. And it's the same design on both sides. It does not, it has nope, no mark on the bottom, just a bunch of sticker residue I need to get off. And the inside is that black glaze as well. Miss Pamela is on the mug, counting it down. As always, the fall and Halloween is everybody's going crazy about it going out in the stores already. I've been seeing so many people post that they're so happy that the fall is already coming out now after 4th of July. Let's see. What is in this bag? Doesn't come out. I think it feels like a mug. Those have some postcards. Okay. The rest of that is there for the book pile. I'll offer this piece of Fenton to you all. It is in the box. The Legends of the Secret Slipper. I have no idea who put that on there. Maybe somebody who had I don't know, they bought it for something else. I don't know. But I have more than one thing in there. A whole bunch of stuff in here. They have, oh, this is Fenton. I haven't seen this before. I'll show you what color the shoe is. That is not the shoe. Where's the shoe? I set all the tissue wrapped items on here, and then I can't find it back. It's blue. It's a cobalt shoe with that daisy and button and the cat on the tongue. I will start it for you guys at $12. Probably this colorway would be in the 18 to 24 at a show. It's got the sticker on it right there, and it has the logo right here on the base. It's a really pretty one. Let's see. I know I would love the temperature to also go down. So then with that shoe, this says The Legends of the Secret Slipper. It's got like a knight or a castle, and it's got Fenton on the back of it. It says the legend. The legend is knight. I can read it to you or I can show it to you. I'm going to read it to you. Knights of yore returned from the Crusades bearing wonderful gifts for their loved ones. Highly prized among them were the beautiful decorated secret slippers with their long and pointed upturned toes. Because the slippers had magical powers to ward off evil and bring great happiness, they were given as tokens of the highest esteem to very special people. Because you are special, I give you the secret slipper with its special charm to turn away evil and bring you great happiness. A secret wish from a special person. I haven't seen that before. Further information about clothing legends can be found in the 40,000 Years of Fashion. And that was from the Workman publication in 1991. That right there is a fun little piece. So, and the box and the shoe. So that is going to go right there next to my Fenton pile. Let's see. That is Swedish. Okay, next up is a glass dolphin. Oh, I saw a mark on this. This is from Germany. Oh, Melinda. Hey, Melinda. Long time no see. How are you? You're in on the shoe. Move all my postcards out of the way. Cool. We have Melinda in on the shoe. I don't think this is like the original box because it says Opal Blasted. So there must have been a couple different shoes. And this is the color code, and that's probably not the right box for the shoe. But the legend of the slipper paperwork is pretty fun with that. So blue shoe at 12 for Miss Melinda. And we got it all counted down. Thank you so much. All right. Let me make sure. I don't think this had any damage, but I want to make sure before I offer it to you all. This is a crystal glass dolphin. It's like jumping out of the water. Let's do $9 start, please. And you can see on the bottom, it's got the etch of the German company right there. I don't know if I can pronounce it. NACHMAN, something, something. It's under the rest of that sticker residue. But it is marked with that etch, right? I don't know if I can catch it again now. Right there. There it is. It's a pretty piece of crystal, and it's got some satinized with like the foam white caps of the waves. About 4 inches tall by about 3 inches wide and about 1.5 inches deep. Very reminiscent of the Fenton dolphin. I think it is a little bit smaller. It's got a cute little face on it. Boy, everything just wants to reflect and shine off the screen tonight. There you can see his face a little bit. But the very clear glass. And right there, don't wiggle, dolphin. Oh, Melinda? All right, you like this bag. So we have the dolphin. And you can count it down. I'm gonna put these two together in the same box. Hopefully the shoe and the dolphin will get along. Perfect. Thanks again, Miss Melinda. Oh. I don't know the age specifically, but they are the Victorian style blown eggs. This is a larger one. Before I had the chicken egg size ones. This one is probably about 3 inches long. Yep, about 3 inches by 2.5. It has been hand painted. It is missing a little bit of its paint. Hi, Bonnie. Good to see you tonight. Hi, Linda. So blues, greens, a little yellow and red. It has the end there where it was blown. Let's just say $6 on this egg. Has a little bit of everything's gonna have the sticker residue. It does fire. So it is that older melt glass egg. Aww. Well, just tell him thank you. See, I can put people to sleep too, not just the rain. This is, I don't know what size you would call this. Like, I don't know what it would like equate to in a real world egg. It is definitely bigger. It would be fun in in an egg cup on a display. It fires that nice oranges to that red color as well. Go sit over there with the light bulb. Nobody jump out of the bowl. We'll be all good. I think this one is Fenton, but I'm not 100% sure. Because I know this cactus design is by Fenton. Are duck eggs that big? That would be cool. This is chocolate. This might be Greentown. Greentown? Greenware? Whatever that company's name is. Oh. There's no mark on the bottom of it, but I just have the creamer. I know Fenton had this cactus design for a while. Let's say $10. The question is, I don't know who made it. And there's no mark on the inside. These eggs are even bigger. Oh, that'd be cool too. Yeah, there's no mark on it unless it's on the foot somewhere. Where's Steven when you need him? Not hanging out in the chat. It's a little rough around the mold lines right here. I was looking at the bottom to see if I saw any place where it was hidden. But it would have been paired with probably would have been paired with a sugar bowl, but then it makes me wonder if this is like a picture to I know, right, Kristen? I don't think it's a children's size set because this seems too big for a children's picture. So, oh, is he out playing church in the woods, playing camp? Yeah, I wondered. I haven't heard from him in a while. That makes sense. That's what happens. He goes off grid, and I'm like, huh, bet he's out there with doing something, helping his dad. Doesn't surprise me. he likes helping with that stuff. Kids keep them young. Oh, now see, I'm finding another book. This one is pretty neat. I might show this one. Won't save it for our book one. Right, that's what I couldn't remember, Ma. Ooh, it would be great for using for a sauce for a sundae. I believe this is a reprint of a vintage style Mickey Mouse book. This one can start at $8. Now, let's see, where is I'm gonna find the copyright on it. So original copyright was 1934, and this was reprinted in 1992. So I mean, it is 30 years old, but the original one was 90 years ago. So Mickey Mouse Waddle Book has stories and characters that come out and walk, what it says. So I'm going to take off this and take this out so I can show you that here's some of the story. And then inside it's got like paper dolls, where it could be punched out of the more of the thicker cardstocks. We have Mickey, and then some more story, and then this one is Minnie, and it's in between. There's Pluto in there, and I think there's another one. Oh yeah, here's his horse in there. They're double-sided printed cardstock inside the book, in between the pages of the story. And then what's really fun to see is the old instructions from the 1930s that have been reprinted for how to put it together. I see you, MJ. I want to make sure that I show you the rest of the things. And here is in the back, it has the runway for like this ramp, so that because then you put them together and then they walk down the ramp. So that's what this is inside this piece. And then it had this really fun sleeve that went over the ramp inside the cover to hold it, but it did get ripped because another book probably slipped through it in the bookshelf. But it's got the fun graphics on it as well that put it all together. And it is hardback. And does it have the same? So the hardback is a glossy print, and then the slipcover is matte. So I see MJ, we can count you down. But I wanted to make sure you saw all the things that came with it. So I'll put this back inside, and then I'll get this put back together on it. I'll let you repair that tear if you like. It'll all go back together there. So Mickey book. I was surprised it still had all of its pieces, quite frankly. Thank you, MJ. Lots of times those get separated so quickly. Jeez. That then you don't know what it went to. It's a fun book. Oh, I have dinosaurs. I have a whole bunch of little bins and baskets to put littles in for kids in my booth. Farm animals and critters, those are going to go in the booth. Let's see what we got. Get a few out of the bag. It doesn't pull it off onto the floor. What do we have? Oh, it's been a minute since I saw these things, obviously, because I'm like, ooh, cat, Cassie. I have a Fenton cat, but he is probably he's a little higher end piece. It's a satinized blue painted preening kitty. The florals on it. Here's the painted by B. Williams. B. Williams. This would probably be about $75 at my show, so I try and do like say 20 to 25% off for you guys. I could probably start it at 50 here. That's a third off. So, but he is a really pretty little cat. I only found, here's the logo right there. I only found 4 pieces of Fenton in my whole trip, of going to Vegas for the convention and back. And 2 of them got claimed at my local Fenton club. Oh, and the little plastic ones? I can look. Let me offer these up quick. I have Scarecrow salt and pepper shakers. Oh, these are from, we're just going to make these a $3 set then, because they weren't originally much at all. Made in China. I don't know where they came from then. Distributed by, I can't read that. Probably like the dollar store, but they're a cute little fall set. Almost has a clown little face on him. And also, I'll put this one up to show you. This is a Longenberger pottery candle platform. Looks like for a big pillar candle or a display for that matter. If you have something you want to use as a riser, it's an ivory color with that Longenberger pattern around the outside edge. This would be a $12 start. It's about 6 inches across, and I'd say about 2 inches, 1.5 inches tall. Yep, just under 2 inches. Oh, I'm wondering. No, it doesn't. So I'll let you look at that one while I look in here super fast. Oh, they tape this shut. Keep all the kids out and all the critters in the bag. We have one store that used to do a whole bunch of these bags, and I loved having them for my booth for the kids, but they don't do them as much anymore. Let's see. We have giraffes and leopards and sea creatures. Fish. Oh, some weird cucumber thing. Tarantulas, horses, alligators, kangaroos, snakes, cows, dolphins, sharks. Oh, this little itty bitty puppy. He's teeny tiny. No, not in this one. There are no cats in that bag. And I think the other one is almost all dinosaurs. Yeah, that one looks like all dinosaurs to me. So, oh wait, is that a cat? It's a little teeny tiny cat, as big as that little puppy dog. That's the only one I see. And that is under 1 inch tall and then 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. Everybody back in the bag. And then I have 2 more to unwrap. They're already out. I think that big shaker had sugar or something in it. I got it on my lap from turning it upside down. Oh, another mug. This will be a $4 mug. Says, my son is in the Air Force. Hi, Artsy Fartsy. Miss Tracy, how are you doing tonight? Little too little. All right, Kathy. Since we have the Air Force Academy here in Colorado, well, just north of Colorado Springs, I thought that was a fun one. Be a $4 mug. And there was something in the mug. What was it? Oh, some crystal salt and pepper shakers. Oh my goodness, 101 still. I think it's dropped into the, at least into the, it's got to be in the 70s here. Yay, I'm glad to see it tonight. These are cut, well, are they cut crystal? Let me look at the label. What does the label say? It says Sumper and something in Man Creations out of Japan. So they're not cut, but they are pretty fancy crystals, salt and pepper shakers. They have the screw-on caps. Here's one of the original labels. This one I think you can see a little bit better. So I think it's Lipper and Man, MANN, and then it says Creations, and then it says Japan. So this set would be $5. They're tall, almost 5 inches tall, with that little finial on the cap. They don't even look like they've been used. I don't know what salt smells like necessarily, but I don't know why I smelled it. There's nothing like residue is what I was looking for mostly. Oh my goodness, but they're really clear. It's hard to describe. Yes, it's a recent haul, but it was from before, so it was from mid-June, because I went to a convention in the middle and we had this half to finish up. So, Kathy, you're getting effects of the hurricane too? My goodness. Like I said, we double checked. Did I say that out loud to you guys? I told Jeff. We double checked with the lady that is running the Houston Glass Show next month, and she's like, yeah, we just had a limit down. They didn't have any flooding. So we wanted to make sure, because they're on the outskirts, they're southwest of Houston. And they said they only had power out for about 15 hours. So yeah, stay safe. I'm thinking that it's about time to like invest in a generator just to have one. I know that's what Jeff wants, one more thing in the garage, but it'd be kind of nice to have one just in case you need it. So yeah, this is the second half of my thrifting hauls from June. You know, we kind of got sidetracked with other things. I got another mug. This one's from Denmark. Got the mermaid on the rock and other structures from the country. A windmill. This would be a $5 mug. And it is made in Denmark. This will go in my Scandinavian pile. Okay, I was wondering if speaking of Steven not being heard of, I was wondering if he was getting any effects of it. How about you, Miss Pam? Pamela Commons, have you had any of the winds and rains from the hurricane? I heard about some of that, but I couldn't find exactly what happened, Michelle. I saw that they had started a GoFundMe for them. I figured it had something to do with the hurricane, but I hadn't seen any much more than that. So it's not even a high what is it, they're talking about it today, it's only a 1 or something. So few rain showers. Okay, yeah, that's got to be hard, because I thought they were like doing a new building or something too down there. I have an Eeyore ornament. Got little pink bows, kind of like a Charlie Brown tree. Charlie Brown tree, but an Eeyore tree. Same color bows as on his tail. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. This is wow, that's rough. That's rough. 2009 Hallmark cards based on the Winnie the Pooh works. So he would be $3. Most of the storm went north. Okay, well, good to know. Oh, yes, Melinda, you too. Okay. Wow, I'm surprised it's going so far north, inland. He's got a little sparkle on his on the snow on the ground. And this one needs to be retied, but I don't know. what that'll do. That's what you heard too. Wow. Well, be thinking of all those people that are having that storm go through. Stephanie on the Eeyore ornament. Got you. Thank you so much. It's crazy. I didn't even realize. I don't watch the news. I just, for my sanity, I don't. And everybody's like, "Oh, did you hear about the hurricane?" I'm like, "No." Kind of good to know since it's coming through. It was supposed to hit where I'm going next month, and needed to know those things. But you know. Anyway, I have another art glass style bird. Thank you, Stephanie and Kristen. We got it. I don't know what we want to call this kind of bird. He's got a nice blue head with his little eyes and the yellow beak. Kind of an opaline. It's not totally opaque on his body. Black and white with little red accents on his wings, and then a black tail. So we can start him at $5. He's not as tiny as those little ducks. He is about 2 inches long, about an inch and a quarter wide, and an inch and a little bit tall. There's no marks on the bottom. A little bit more of the sticky from where I just pulled that off, but I love these little birds. Hi, Midge. Oh, power's out. Is it? They still have their power out, Midge? Blue bird. I have Miss Pamela in at 5 on this one. Blue and white bird. So it must have gone more. I have a nephew in the San Antonio area, so which is further west than Houston. So I don't think if you're saying it went north and east, it probably wouldn't have affected him too much. Mm. Oh wow. Okay. Well, the lady I talked to, our Houston Glass Show is in Rosenberg, which is a southwest suburb. And she said that their power was back on and they didn't have much flooding. But we also checked their little town webpage, and it says they're going to start cleanup efforts next week and have like a place for all the debris from the storm that can get cleaned up. Thank you, Miss Pam. I got you for that. And that the fairgrounds where it was at said their power was still out for today. So they weren't in the office again yet. So I don't know. Oh, wow. I guess it just depends on which part of the city you're in and which, how fast they get that stuff put back on and everything. It's a bummer. Definitely not fun. Something I've never had to, never thought about. Colorado, we don't get hurricanes. Something we thought about a little bit when we were looking into when we wanted to go on the cruise, for sure. Because we didn't want to go, obviously, during hurricane season and have to have that rescheduled or rerouted. But yeah, just something. I'm from Colorado. We don't have to deal with hurricanes. Didn't even think about it growing up. A few tornadoes occasionally. That was it. And those weren't even that bad. So, all right. Next up, I have a group of coasters. Oh man, I may not. The tape just took off. Let's see how. Ugh. Tape took off a little bit of the lacquer on the edge. They would be a $5 start. Yeah, blizzards. Yeah. They are like a little black enamel coaster with a inlay, like a little mother of pearl butterfly. Now, they say Korea on the back. Tornado Alley, yeah. Well, we talked about this when we were in Ohio. No, when we were in Springfield, Missouri in April, and the tornado warnings were going off there. I'm like, we used to have tornado warnings in Colorado Springs, like near the elementary schools and stuff. But now they took them out before I even got to high school. You don't see it. So a little bit of the black, like that, came off of the edge of one of these. It's a set of 4, but they're a smaller size. Let's see. So you really can't see it too much, but nonetheless, a little bit of the pink came off. There it is. There it is. So that's normally that looks like sticker residue, but it's the other way around where it took off the pink. Looks like they painted over the. So this small Denmark mug fits right in there. These are not very. They're kind of small, like a little bit bigger than a can of Coke or a pop would fit in it. But because of that paint loss, I'd start them at $5. But there were tornado warnings when we were in Springfield in April, but I don't think anything touched down. I don't know if they saw. I think they saw some, but they never touched down or anything. Oh, that would be good. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. I have some vintage Disney ceramics. This one's a Mickey Mouse. It is about 4 inches tall. It'll be a $9 start. It is marked Disney from China. Oh, what did I miss? Karen. Oh, Karen's been in the chat. She's been lurking. Hi, Karen. Yeah, I remember that, Midge. Because my nephew was down in San Antonio then in college, and that was something else. Oh no. Oh, poor Donald. Donald has a chip come off his foot. That's too bad. I don't know if it can be repaired. I have a small chip that came off the bottom of Donald. Melinda is in on Mickey. Okay. 1, 2. But Mickey figure. Thank you, Melinda. Now, like I said, I was just taking off the sticker from Donald, and you can see it right there. It's this little sliver of ceramic that came off right there off of his toe. So he would be a $6 start. Uh-oh, did we miss one? Laura is saying that Midge was in. Oh, you're right. We need to go back on that one. I missed it totally. That's why I keep y'all around in the chat to keep us straight. So Melinda, Midge was in first on Mickey at 9. So you would need to be 10 or higher. I apologize. It was right in there with her name and I missed it totally. Okay. Again, right. That's what I'm normally doing is working and lurking in lots of people's lives. So, oh, he did. That's cool. Tracy. Okay. That goes there. So, all right. So we have Melinda went to 10. Midge went to 12. Yeah, I'm like, if I don't open the front door and it affects me leaving the house, oh, I need to put on socks or jeans, or I need to have another layer. Then it doesn't matter in my world. I mean, if I'm going somewhere far away from home, I obviously look ahead and double check. But thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. No worries, Kristen. We're just having a fun time chatting tonight too. So yeah, way back when my kids were little, it was just too much. I had all I could do to keep three small beings alive, fed, dressed, clean, and off to school on time. And above and beyond that, it really didn't matter to me. So, all right, we have Melinda at 13. And then, so Midge, just let us know where you want to be on Mickey. And I have, excuse me, the other one unwrapped here. Midge is out. All right. Oh. I have a couple other Disney figures. Let's see if any of that helps you out. So, all right, we're going to count it down. So we have Melinda at 13. No jumping off the counter, Mickey. Otherwise, you'll break your foot like Donald did. I know there's several people that are going to try and be at Springfield this time around. Oh, we have enough guilt to go around for everybody, don't we? Thank you both for your offers. I appreciate it. Okay, so we'll come back to Donald. Does anybody have any love for Donald? With his little chipped foot, he is marked Disney Japan. So he's a little older. You can see that he had a Disney World or something label on the bottom. Yes, thank you, Laura. I have 2 chats up and I still am missing stuff. So again, he's got this little chip right there on the bottom of his foot, but you really don't see it. I'm going to try and repair it. If I can't get it to sit right in there, then I won't. So, oh, hi, Marilyn. And I missed you come in too. Oh, there you are. Yeah, that's just rough. We had a fire in our family. Jeff's sister had a fire at her house once, like a day after Christmas or day before Christmas. It wasn't fun. So, yeah, I think it's hard. I mean, I can't imagine that they have much to be able to post right now or even want to post stuff on social media. Oh, sorry, Kristen. 6 was the start on Donald. And then next up, I have one of the Dalmatians. Isn't he a cutie? Yawning or howling or something. And he is marked Japan. He will be a $6 start also. He's a little bit smaller. Like 2 1/4 inches tall and about 2 by 1. 2 inches this way from his nose to his tail. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's what I was figuring, that between the devastation and the storm finishing going through. There's Steph again. She's been working and lurking too. Yeah, I mean, I thought about that. I was like, no, there's no coming. Well, I'm not saying there's no coming back from that, but I mean, like what I bring in terms of stuff coming in for shows and stuff going in and out for booths and everything, there's no way that the insurance would ever cover something like that. That's so catastrophic. They would never be able to adequately reimburse me for what's in the house. All right, we have Stephanie in at 6 for the Dalmatian. Speaking of which, I should probably look into a rider or an addition or something like that, just to put on something for the inventory, because you just never know. All right. Right. Yep. Yeah, for a while there we had several forest fires that came really close to town. Like something I don't remember from being a kid. And one came right up and over into town and took out a whole bunch of houses over by Flying W Ranch on the west side, and a whole bunch of stuff over there. A high school friend of mine, her mom's house was lost. Our cousin, came up right across the street from their townhouse. So yeah, totally unexpected. This is the last one of the Disney figurines, and this is marked Japan as well, and it is Eeyore. These are all ceramic little figurines. Yeah, I think Taylor was probably like 2 years old, so was it in like 2003 or so that one came up and over? The last week of July. Karen, message me, Karen, because oh, did I say 6? All right, well, you can be 6, Eeyore. That's fine. I'm in Colorado Springs, Colorado, Tracy. Right in the middle of the state. We're tucked up next to the Rocky Mountains, right below Pikes Peak. So, and then there was one in the Black Forest area that came through. And that came up on my like Facebook. We went out and like helped a family just sift through their property for a day. You just don't even know where to start to try and save anything. This one is really cute. I love this one. Sorry, we're going from crazy stuff to Disney Eeyore. He's 3.5 inches tall and about 3 inches wide. So I was probably going to start him at 8, but that's up to you. If I said 6, that's what I said. But yeah, but someone I don't do shopping and stuff with. So, all right. Well, thank you, Stephanie. All right, so we can count that one down for Miss Stephanie. I like his little face. It's got like that little look. You got it, Stephanie. I don't know what that is. A mystery. I don't know what. Oh! I see what you're saying. Got you. Oh, you step. I see what you did there. Oh yeah. Well, I probably concur with some of that, but you are correct, and I don't talk about that at all on my channel. So, it is what it is. I just kind of take care of my own business and go from there. So, let's see, where are we at? Oh, I have this one. And again, like I said, mugs are us. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. This one is Breckenridge, Colorado. Oh, good, Stephanie. It's got all the ski slopes printed on it. This would be this is a little bit bigger one. Let's make this one a $5 start. Again, great for the Colorado tourist souvenir pieces for the booth if you guys aren't interested. Oh, that's something else. That hotel. Ask Mom about that. Is she awake still? I was trying to get to the mark on the bottom, which I'm not seeing it. There it is. Have you been up there, Kristen? There's the mark. It looks like they had these made for whatever shop. You know, they like have that applied to the mug. That's an interesting place up in Estes Park. It's got a very interesting history. Do you like history and stuff like that? Estes Park is an interesting one to check into. So I have never been. Oh, you've never been to the Stanley? Oh, well. So like before I really knew too much about it. Yeah, the architecture is fantastic. My brother-in-law, so Jeff's brother and his wife, when they got married 6 months before us. They spent their second wedding night together at the Stanley, like January 3rd, up in the mountains. Nobody else was there. They got there late in the dark. They have a whole big story about it. Not high tourist season, that's for sure. Yeah, and they do. I mean, they do a regular. They do some great tours, and they also do ghost tours as well. This is the Vera Bradley little coin purse with that. I had this before. I love this turtle pattern that they've done. It's the cotton, brand new with tags. This would be a $6 start. So it's that aqua on that blue, bright sapphire blue color. Oh, thank you, Miss Kathleen. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Hey, Jeremy, good to see you. Maybe you know. I'm going to show this quick. This is Greentown or Fenton in the chocolate cactus pattern in this little pitcher or creamer. Because Steven's, you know, he's out running around with commitments to his church group. We got Mom in at 6. I love these. This is what I use all the time. Oh, yay, we guessed right. Thank you, Jeremy. So we got Mom for the Vera Bradley turtle coin purse with a P, not a B. $6. Thanks, Mom. She's gonna count you down. Excuse me. In 1950. Wow. Yeah, Estes Park. I don't know up until. Oh, this is gonna test my my remembering knowledge. I believe something along the lines of they didn't have a mortuary until the 1990s because it was a tourist destination and it was only open so many months out of the year. It wasn't necessary. So, wow. But I mean, it's interesting. It's an interesting little town. Very, very tourist oriented now, though. But if you like the historical history, it's got some neat history, especially with the Stanley steamer and the whole reason why they built the hotel for the tourist industry and the steamer cars and everything like that. If you're a history buff, that's a fun little rabbit hole to go down. So, how are we doing? Are you still doing okay there, Kristen? Yep, they got rock shops up there, t-shirt shops. We used to have the Midsummer's Festival, the Scandinavian Festival up there, but that was a long distance to go for us. I liked it better down in Golden this time. Let's see if I can get this all straightened out. I'll offer this one. This is a fun little set. All right. No worries. That's why Laura's watching in the chat, Kristen. Okay, this is a Melissa and Doug wooden vehicles and traffic signs set. So I don't know how many pieces. Supposed to have 6 cars and 9 signs. I'm missing 1 sign. So I have 6 cars and 8 signs. Comes in its own little tray. It's in a giant Ziploc, so I hopefully won't dump it out. Right? This will be a $10 start. Yeah, Mom picks up rocks everywhere we go. At least she used to, for sure. She'd be like, "Can we stop here on the side of the road so I can get a piece of rock from the hillside?" That doesn't go over really well with Jeff. Not anymore. There's the Melissa and Doug on the bottom there. I mean, she loves the outcroppings and everything. Yeah, so it's missing 1 sign. All right, I see Miss Kathleen in at 10. We all just kind of look at her like, really? I can't stop here. Maybe when we do find the rock shop, we'll stop. Oh, I'm sure you did, Ma. Yep, she is my rock hound. So Kathleen, who we have in for Melissa and Doug, car set. Counting it. Oh, Midge is in. All right, Miss Kathleen. Midge is in at 12. Do you want to be 13 or higher? There she goes. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, we used to stop and pick up rocks everywhere. Up in Cripple Creek, after a rainstorm, you used to be able to pick up turquoise, like, because it would wash all the other stuff down the slopes, and then you can find turquoise. Can't find it anymore. Yeah, I think, let's see. I think one of the last things I have of Mom's, I have seashells. Oh, I might have some rocks down there in that last tub. Midge is in at 15. I mean, she did give me a small little box to bring over here and either offer to you guys and or go into the booth. So she's still working her way through a few of those things at the apartment. So that's good. Kathleen, your turn. Would you like to be in or out? Yep, we used to pan for gold. Kathleen is out. All right, thank you. There we go, counting it down. I'm going to put the sticker inside so I don't lose it. There we go. I'll watch for the countdown. Thank you both. Where else do we used to go for? We used to pick up rocks everywhere. I think I've told you guys that. We used to, I mean, for science class, we would, I mean, they put us in a school bus and we go up in the mountains and we pull over on the side of the road and they, you know. So go pick off of this side of the hillside because that's where the garnets are. Thank you, Miss Mid. Oh, there's 2 plates for the BTS. I've been picking up plates that are like the salad size or the about 7, 8-inch, 6-inch plates. I have fun patterns on them for people to do a fun theme on a table. Lots of times I don't get more than onesie twosies, so hopefully that'll coordinate with something somebody's looking for. Let's see. Oh, you just never know what's in this pile. Oh, I know what this is. Okay. That would be fun to do. We can, well, see, I'll open my big mouth. I'll be like, that'd be fun to do a live sale, Jeremy. But I don't know. You can't, well, you're not supposed to take rocks out of Garden of the Gods because it's a, what do they call it? Be the word for it. It's not endangered, like, what would be the word? So, because if everybody took a rock, then the whole place would be gone. So, I mean, back in the day, you used to be not a historic site. It's safe. Word, gosh darn it. People used to pick up big giant pieces of rock or stumps to put in their garden. Protected. Tracy's got it. Ding ding ding, we have a winner. Right. Park protected. Park prohibited. But people used to take there's red sandstone everywhere around Colorado. I mean, because it's just everywhere. But in the parks you can't pick it up anymore. Just like on the island when we were on our cruise, they had a tub full of seashells that people had picked up trying to bring back on the ship. And they're like, you can't take them back. Sorry. Yep. All right. I have a couple different thimbles. This one's a Norwegian one. I don't know what this one is. What does it say? This one's from Denmark. So it would be a choice of either of those. They would be $8 each. I believe that these were all somebody's souvenirs because they wrote these little tags on them and then put them inside from where they picked it up from. Bought in Rahild Park, Denmark, May 15th, 1987. And that was inside of this one. They're ceramic thimbles. And then this one has it inside this one too, but it says Norge for Norway. So you can see the strings from where they noted that one. Get those on there. And what is this one? Oh, okay. Oh, I have jewelry inside this one. Yep. So it has to be stuff. I mean, let's be real. Mom picked up a rock in the basement of the hotel in Estes Park. I about had a conniption fit because they do haunted tours. I'm like, pretty soon that rock's going to be moving all around your house and you'll never know why. These are a Royal Copenhagen style. It has 1981 with the wheat design, and it came with a necklace. I believe that it was attached at one time to be on a necklace. Yes, from the Stanley. Yes, she did. See, like she even admits to it. So I have two of the Royal Bing and Grundle. Bing and Grundle? Yeah, B&G style. Those will be a $15 start. So I have 1981 and I have 1987. It's written in gold. It's kind of hard to see. So then they have the gold, excuse me, edges and the blue on blue, like they're plates for the Christmas plates. And those come in the little blue velvet boxes. Okay, get back in there. Don't fall out. That. And only one of them has the necklace attachment, though. I'm guessing the other one might have had it at one point, but it's not in there now. Reminds me of Pretty Woman, the jewelry box, snap and shut. All right, and I also have these Franciscan thimbles. They are in their packages. I know. I don't even know if she knows where that rock even is anymore. So that's like the apple, yeah, the desert rose, and where is it? Where'd it go? The forget-me-not pattern. Sounds like if somebody's putting off fireworks. I have no clue what these go for. So I would guess we could do a start at $12 on these as well. I thought it was interesting that they were in their packaging and they're open to the back. So you can see the print on the back of the thimbles as well. I don't see any dates on them. They just say hand-painted thimbles. And they have the pink with the desert rose. Not combination, but coordination. And the blue with the forget-me-nots. The plastic is really, there we go. We got Cindy in at 12. Sorry about that. So we're going to say Franciscan thimble. And if anybody else wants to be in, otherwise we can count those down. And you can let me know when she gets to the sold whether you'd like the pink or the blue. That's probably the easiest way to go on that. I'm going to need to have a jewelry sale too. I'm having a backup of jewelry because I have onesie twosies I keep finding, and then they just kind of accumulate over there. Probably, I agree, but you know, I got a good deal on them, so I'm passing it on to you guys. Miss Cindy, would you like? She's taking the pink. Good choice. This one's probably going to go in my box for the show coming up this weekend. We have, I don't think so. Put these, I got a pair of earrings. I'm just going to put them in a little baggie so I don't lose one. We need the pair when those go up. Thanks again, Miss Cindy. Oh, here's a fun guy. He's kind of mid-mod style. A lounging velvet lion. Is he like the Dream Pets kind of style? I'm gonna say $12 start. I would guess somewhere 18 to 24 is what they would go for at the mid-mod show. I mean, yeah, he is just, you know, or seductive lion. He's kind of like those cupies, or I mean, you know, he's just having a nice little nap. Got whiskers, all the detail on his face. He's definitely that short velour. Yep, there was the tag right there. That's where it was, right in that seam. And then he's got a little bit longer on his mane fur. That is an older, what do I call it? Like, not like chenille, but you know, something like kind of like that. Here's a golden lion. Oh, you did. Was he the same color? I picked this up at a church sale. There's not many of those around anymore, and I was like, oh, I'll take him. He's pretty cute. That is what I'm going to be working on the next couple days, is my boxes over here. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, this is unpacked. I have a choice of two little bells, like a little Dutch Dutch girl as a bell. I think it says Japan. And then this one is more like a little Asian lady with her fan. And it is marked Japan also. So these would be $3 choice. They are not very big, but they are bigger than like a miniature 3¼ inches tall and 3 inches tall. The one's just a smidge taller than the other. Oh, he is Japan. Is he a Dream Pad or DreamWorks or whatever those are called? They're little. That's a good. That one's a little bit, but she's got a nice sound. Well, you need a little bell, not a Dream Pad. Okay. This would be a great one. Could hear it from one end of the house to the other. Okay. Mugs. Might have to keep a little bit for seed for the next sale. 18. Okay. So what did I say? 12? Yeah, not too bad. That was a pretty good guess. And without a tag, probably more like 12 at a show without a tag then. So probably I could lower it to 8 here for the little lion if anybody wanted them. Well, we were just talking about that. That's one of the things that when we have spent a lot of time in the car driving, my friend Gail, who was in the chat earlier, she said, what do you collect? What do you like to have? Let's see. What is on the book on the side of the second shelf with wings? Oh yeah. That's one of those really cute little pixie coloring books right there. That's one of the ones that still lives at my house. Eventually, some of those will go in my pixie fairy mushroomy sale. But some of them just need to live at my house for a little while. But talking about what I collect and what I like to have. Eventually I will, but I'm not pulling it down today though. So like I said, I've done 2 pixie sales so far. I don't know if I'll be able to get another one scheduled before December or not with the busy show schedule we have going on. But I need to look at the calendar and see if that's something that we can put in there or not. Mm-hmm. Yep, you kind of just like my dollar horse right there. He's not going anywhere for a little while either. So I like the Scandinavian stuff a little bit more for me. I have a little bit of glass that I really like, and we were talking about that this afternoon. And I had a new gnome that joined my family a couple weeks ago. He's only 3.5 feet tall, carved out of wood. He's really cute. I should post a picture of him on Instagram. But I have a vintage cowboy wooden puzzle. This will be a $10 start. It is in the box upside down, but it can be redone. I know that's how most sellers start. Is they collect enough that you're like, oh, I kind of like this, I kind of like that, and then you have, oh, I'm ready to get rid of this and trade it for a different collection. So Holgate Picture Puzzle is the brand. Solog. Where is that, Tracy? Because that's one of my things I would really, really love to do if it's in Norway or Sweden, is go thrifting over there. So it's in the box. These are all the different puzzles that they are, a lot of the different puzzles that they made. Made in the USA, Pennsylvania. 1952 is the copyright right here on this box. Where is this place and why do I not know about it? Solvang. Solvang? South of Santa Barbara. Oh, cool. There's a bigger Scandinavian community over there on that coast as well. Oh, he's a little cowboy roadie. It looks like he's got like the lasso is the outline of the picture of the puzzle. Like he's a Colorado cowboy. Look at those mountains behind him. That sounds like a fun place to put on the list. Let's see, the word is the next Sons of Norway convention in 2 years is going to be near Sacramento, California, I believe. So the plan is to go to that one. I haven't been that direction in a really long time. What is in here that's making a noise? I'm just gonna go in my gnome sale. She's like a little candle holder. No. Oh, at the Capitol? So, our district, which is Colorado down and west, for the Sons of Norway lodges. We have a camp in our district, and it's over there in California, close to where that lot, where Sacramento, like what I was saying, close to Sacramento, so that we could go to the lodge for the camp, for part of our program for convention. Or say this one, this can be reused. Okay, Kewpies don't fall in that pixie category, do they? I have a Kewpie, the Kewpie primer. Be a $6 start. It's a paperback with Rose O'Neill. Love these Kewpies. Thank you, Kristen. Yep. There's a couple different cities around the country that, like Lindsborg is in Kansas, is a little Sweden. There's another one in Nebraska. Look at her with the Christmas tree. Oh my gosh. Trying to find you a copyright. So illustrated by Rose O'Neill, text and music by Elizabeth Quinn. Published in 1980. Really hard to read. Right there. 1980. Yeah, we like Lindsborg. They have dollar horse statues all around. Here's the contents. They've done them in different designs and everything for each business. So it's kind of got some like color, but it's not really full color. So it's got like the peach, orange, and then the black and white. I know. I think it'd be really fun. Word building. So it's kind of like a Kewpie, like the primers, the elementary school, learning how to read and spell and everything with all the Kewpies in the stories and the illustrations. But we'd have to start shipping stuff home because it doesn't take long to fill up a van, believe me. I know. Here's the mermaid ones. Look at the little merbabies. Look at their tails. Oh, they're so cute. And there's some music in here too. The Kewpie Cloud Ship. It is 100 and looks like 18 pages long. Got vocabulary listed in the back. There's some Kewpies riding a dog. I mean, this would be great for artwork to copy and use for assemblages and such. Reminds me, oh, here's some more of those mermaid ones with this sea creature. He's out on the water. Do you, Carol? It's so cute. Oh, look at her, the Art Nouveau lady. I saw you, Verlaine. Thank you. I was just getting lost in all the adorable little artwork. Look at her shadow. Even got the little wisp of hair in the shadow. So, all right, we have this for Miss Verlaine. Oh, that one just ended up on the floor. Where's my pen? There it is. So the Kewpie book. I always want to spell it with a C. All right, counting it down. What is this one that I just tossed on? This one's fun too. Probably about 10 more minutes and we'll call it a night. Thank you everybody for hanging out. We have, well, we just had 40 some people just a minute ago. I don't know how many thumbs up we have. Mine says 38. That's not bad. Pretty good. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Verlaine. This next one is an old magazine. It's an old family circle from January 19th, 1940. It is like a newspaper print almost, but a little bit thicker. It came in a plastic sleeve, but I took it out so I can show you. Oh, good. Thank you, Becky. This will be $4. It is not very thick. Let's see, how many pages does it have? And it has a little bit of damage on the corners of it. But I mean, it's almost, 60, 83 years old. So, not a big surprise there. There are, come on, last page, so I can see the number. 20 pages, including the front and the back. It's got like blue, like the other one had reds and yellows. This one has the blue in the colorway. There is a little bit of a fold on this page. This has Safeway. Wow, go to Safeway. It has some kids' recipes in here. Has cherub milk advertisement. I mean, there's only 20 pages. I can't imagine will be too much. Leopard Lady, a whole middle spread on the Leopard Lady in the circus or wherever she is. Looks like she's performing with them. Lynette's for the bath lately. Wow, look at that advertisement. Oh, that's too bad. Bonnie Brook. What else we have in here? Some spoons, food for thought. It is quite a short little magazine, but it's got some neat advertisements in it. And Snowdrift. It has a little bit of that basement smell to it. Oh, well, that would make sense, Kathy. I bet you because of the Safeway in there like that. It might be something like that. That it was from that grocery store. Snowdrift pastry. Oh, Snowdrift 4 cakes, biscuits, pastries. I think that's it must be a flour mixture. I was thinking it would have been maybe large for cooking, but there's that one. I found this little rose mold match holder. It was originally $2.50 whenever they purchased it in the first place. And it was painted in cool. 1975 by Kay Albert. So you put the little box of matches in there and the strikes fit through the opening and then they spill out right there. So I think this was something somebody took and painted, or they had a match strike box collection at this estate sale. So I think that this is one that somebody repurposed and painted and then they added to their collection. So rose mulling is a Norwegian type of painting. A&P store, it could be. I mean, it does have a Safeway ad in it, so you just never know. I don't know. 1940, it was before my mom's time even. So I have a couple of those for saving for the holidays. And that, we showed that. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, we'll finish out these last couple pieces here. Wednesday, I think. Okay. I think it's wood though. Have no fear. Oh, it was glass. That would be $15, Kristen. I figured it would end up in my candy pile. Sorry. This is a fun little piece. Oh, come on now. It's a little bathroom jar or baby jar. I'm not sure. It's glass with a lid. The bottom is satinized. And it's been painted on. It says water. Now, I don't know what you would put in here. That would be water. Water what? Oh, 15. She put it in the chat, Mom. Sorry. I don't know who you're talking about. I have to go back and read who you're talking about with Carol. Oh, Bonnie Brooke. Is that her name? Okay. I was thinking that was the name of a town. But this little jar would be $8 start. It's like about 3.5 inches tall. Oh, almost 4. It does have a marking on the bottom. It says, man, my eyes are patent 2 and a number. So DES patent, PAT for patent, the number 2, and then 107082. I believe this is, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I have no idea. Rose O'Neill. Okay. Okay, thank you. I don't know what would be water. In like a bathroom or a baby jar. So you know they have some of these sets that were like for a baby table or nursery table. But this I don't know. That one had me a little stumped. Rose water, maybe. Okay, thank you, Michelle. I picked up another one of these little Santa Lucia handle holder girls made out of wood to put in my Scandinavian stuff. This one was from Sweden. Looks like they got it in 1978. I think I've had these about $12 to $16. I've had them different sizes. This one's kind of a medium one. It's 6 inches tall. You think it was for a baby set? That's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe they put a little water in it so for on the changing table so you can use it for freshening up the baby and everything. Trying to get to the bottom of this box. I think there is one more thing in there. That is something else. So I have 2 choices, 2 pieces of Tupperware and a piece of glass. That's right. All right. So I have a choice. Let's see if I can get the lid on. This is the big Tupperware sugar dispenser in the blue. That really pretty powder blue Tupperware. It's the older stuff from the 70s. But this is the big size. And this is the size like I grew up with. But ours was a little bit different shape. These were probably a rendition before. Mine was yellow that we had for sugar for our cereal. So the choice would be the small or the large, and I'd start these at $6. I do have the spout cover, and mine used to have Mom's had one right here, so you could pour it or you could put the spoon in. Yeah, I like the blue. And then same thing, this doesn't have it's not open here, just the spout cover right there. Click shut. Again, there's the Tupperware mark, and it's got it on the bottom as well. Right there. All right, we got MJ in at 6. I'm not worried about these guys going anywhere. So blue, I'm gonna call them sugar shakers for Tupperware. And Melinda is in at 8. Looks like a couple. And the good news is they one goes inside the other one for stacking or storage. There we go. Just like that. We didn't have this big giant one. We just had the smaller one. And it was out on this table every day. Oh, Stephanie is in too. So it's a choice of the small or the large. I'm just going to leave them in there until we know who's who and what's what. And then I have one more item when we're going to call it a night. MJ's out. Thank you so much for letting us know. Well, you guys decide. I'm almost to the end, which is good because if I drink too much more, we're going to have another problem, which is always my problem. Stephanie is out. Yeah. Well, we don't see too much of it. That's not outrageous, too. Everybody thinks that all Tupperware is worth bazillion dollars around here. Okay. So we have, I'm going to let Kristen do it. She knows who's who and what's what. Stephanie is out. Melinda is in. Counting it down. They're very lightweight, too. Some of this stuff was so durable. I got the bright yellow canisters for my cupboards. That's what I grew up with. They're great for keeping everything sealed and everything. So Melinda is sold at 12. Let me know whether you'd like the large, the small, or both. I mean, since they did come together, you never know. I don't usually see this big size. She's taken times 2. Thank you, Miss Melinda. Appreciate it. All right, last item of the night. I don't know a manufacturer on this, but it is a rendition of the glass shoes. And this one is almost looks like a stocking or a boot with the stitching and the details on it. It is a pale white and light blue slag. Start on this one will be $9. It has a little bit of a impression. It's open here, so like they didn't fill the whole thing with glass, so it's not open. The opening of the shoe does not go all the way through. They saved on glass here, and they saved on not having the mold be as intricate in that opening. Almost maybe a baby booty. Yeah. Good night, Michelle. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, it's an interesting, like top of a sock, booty. It could be like a baby shoe. So it is a little bit smaller size, which means about 3.5 inches long, 2.5 inches tall, and about 2 inches across. Yes, thanks for joining us tonight, Michelle. So that is the last thing I have for tonight. I don't see any marks or in there or anything. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Look like crocheted or knit or something like that. But I mean, it has definitely got a lot of detail to it. Oh yeah, and like up here it looks like an open lace work or maybe ribbon would have gone through. Or an actual booty. But they've been making these kind of shoes and stuff for a long time. Long before Fenton came along and made them. Probably for souvenirs as well. So I just thought it was a little bit unusual, and it was glass, so bringing it to you guys. And that I think will do it for us tonight. We did a good solid time period. I still have my voice a little bit, so we're doing good. Thank you so much for all the thumbs up, all of your purchasing, hanging out, we had a really fun discussion in chat tonight. Thank you, Kristen, so much for all of your extra modding in the chat, keeping us straight. Thank you, Laura, for making sure that we're all paying attention. And yes, we will see anybody who's local. Hopefully, you can come out this weekend to the Loveland Antiques and Collectibles show. Google it, search it, you'll find it. It's at the Budweiser Event Center up there in Loveland. So good night, everybody. Thank you again so much. We'll see you next week.